Yes, hello everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. My name is Blake Ogle with Software Techniques and Breeze 360. And today we're going to be looking at open enrollment strategy, comprehensive planning to benefit your workplace. It's that time of year again. Are you prepared? Well, here at Software Techniques and Breeze 360, we're here to help, as always. Today we'll be looking at health insurance open enrollment period strategies. Open enrollment starts November 1st, ends December 15th. Get breeze360.com, and I will be showing you throughout our presentation, just briefly, small things that we can do to help your business remain productive. Open enrollment starts November 1st, and for most it ends December 15th. Recent extensions have occurred on a state-to-state basis, however, meaning your dates could be different. New plans will start coverage in January and February, depending on your enrollment date. Here's a list of the states with deadline extensions: California, Colorado, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Washington, and Washington, D.C. So just what is open enrollment for benefits? Well, in the U.S., open enrollment season is a period of time when employees may elect or change the benefit options available through their employer, such as health, dental, and life insurance. Ancillary or voluntary benefits ranging from legal services to pet insurance. Some benefits are fully paid by the employer. Some are employee paid through salary deferral or a Section 125 cafeteria plan, for example, and for some the cost is shared. When do most companies have open enrollment? Well, most companies schedule open enrollment to end a few weeks before enrollment forms must be submitted to benefit providers. For calendar year benefit plans, starting January 1st, open enrollment often takes place in November. How long does open enrollment have to be? Open enrollment is not required to be a certain length of time. Most employers have an open enrollment period of at least 2 to 4 weeks. However, having certain types of life changes can change this, such as losing health coverage, getting married, or having a baby. People may qualify for special enrollment periods to enroll in a marketplace plan at other times a year, given these types of circumstances. So what makes open enrollment successful? You can't measure success without first defining it, so start by asking yourself and your team what goals you want to achieve during this year's open enrollment. How will any changes you're making affect your corporate culture? What do you want your employees to take away? And how can you use technology and other tools at your disposal to make this a better year than last year? Then make a plan and stick with it. And while you can expect a few hiccups, stay confident that with a solid strategy in place, more will go right than wrong. Occasionally, we subscribe to the crazy idea that stress equals output. But the truth is, that's not the case at all. Stress actually hinders productivity in most cases. So remember, open enrollment can be wildly successful without all the pressure you put on yourself. So let's look at how we can make it successful. Start communicating early. Give employees ample time to research their options and submit their elections on time. Creating a renewal timeline midway through the benefits year will help keep your team and your employees on track throughout the months leading up to open enrollment. Having deadlines available can help you work backward to decide appropriate timelines. For some organizations, starting a year in advance is necessary. For others, 2 to 3 months will do the trick. As always, the earlier you can start this process, the better. With plans starting coverage on January 1st, 2022, it is critical that you begin to start conversations regarding benefits, especially with the current Delta variant spread on the rise. Surveying your employees or scheduling a meeting to hear their benefit needs is excellent for fostering positive employee engagement. And with many workers leaving jobs with insurance benefits for more positive environments, Letting your staff know you care about their needs is important. Be sure to create and share a timeline. Being unsure about deadlines can be stressful for employees. Sending a clear timeline before open enrollment season starts gives employees enough time to prepare for making their selections. Set a clear deadline early. Share the enrollment deadline early and often. Give as much notice as possible and send consistent reminders employing a range of communication channels. Choosing an appropriate amount of time for open enrollment can be crucial. Typically, organizations allow somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks for employees to make their desired selections. This gives workers who travel or are otherwise swamped with work adequate time to understand the plans, familiarize themselves with any changes, and make their selections. Communicating these timelines clearly and frequently can help ensure everyone is on the same page and that all employees submit their selections on time. Wherever you have information about your benefits offering, make sure the enrollment deadline is prominent. Commit to monitoring enrollment so that you can intervene and assist before it's too late. Clarifying the consequences for missing deadlines is very important. What happens when an employee doesn't select their benefits on time? Explaining the consequences can prompt employees to take the deadline more seriously. Just when you think you've said it enough, there's sure to be an employee that has no clue what open enrollment even means. Just like employees' roles within the organization vary, so do their personal communication styles and preferences. Avoid this by using various channels to get the word out. Send emails, hold in-person information sessions, send texts, record and post short informative videos on internal social networks. Think outside the box to reach employees in creative ways that'll grab their attention. And now a quick message from Breeze 360 Human Resource Software Solutions, because Breeze 360 offers time tracking. With Breeze 360, time tracking's never been easier. Designed to be intuitive and seamless, Breeze 360 offers many different options for employee punch-ins, timesheets, and payroll integration. Breeze 360 is flexible and able to adapt to nearly every work environment. There's access from anywhere. It's configured for web, mobile apps, kiosks, and more. It offers project, job tracking. The time track work for specific projects and jobs over a given time period. And payroll integration is easy. Payroll connects with Breeze 360 are designed to be seamless. Your employee data for payroll is gathered based on your company configuration and requirements and can be sent by export or through Open API. 56% of employees said that apart from an increased salary, improving their benefits package is the number one thing their employer could do to keep them in their jobs. So be sure to survey employees. Mobile platforms survey features let companies collect and analyze employee feedback, helping HR to improve their open enrollment communication strategy. How do the employees prefer to be notified? Although we tend to focus on health insurance during open enrollment, be careful not to let other benefits slip under the rug as well. Employees also need to make their selections for all their voluntary benefits. And don't miss out on the opportunity to promote your other employee perks, even if they don't require re-enrollment. One of the best ways to soften the effects of increasingly expensive health coverage is to offer other less pricey perks that can help employees save their hard-earned dollars. For example, employee discount programs. They can save employees hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year on everyday expenses and travel costs. Perks like these show employees you understand the big picture and are willing to invest in their financial security. Thanks to COVID-19, many businesses have scattered employees working from home, in person, or with hybrid arrangements. If this is you, be sure to find an insurance carrier that performs well virtually and telephonically, so your strategy covers all the bases. Be sure to check the Department of Labor's Safe Harbor Guidelines for electronic retirement plan communication rules and be certain about your requirements regarding paper copies of the Open Enrollment Guide. We'll look at some open enrollment ideas that will streamline open enrollment season for both employees and HR teams, because frankly, most of us don't fully understand the ins and outs of insurance, including your employees. According to a UNUM study, nearly half of U.S. workers spend 30 minutes or less reviewing their benefits before enrollment. 21% of those respondents reported feeling stressed, 22% reported confusion, and 20% were anxious regarding enrollment for benefits. To avoid any situations that might leave staff scratching their heads, break down enrollment into digestible chunks and keep your explanation short, sweet, and to the point. Breeze 360 is a flexible tool to automate time collection. Kiosk integrated, Breeze 360 is able to be set up for in-person punch stations, configured via compatible kiosk or the Breeze 360 iPad app. It offers a live in-out board, so you can see who's at work or who's on task instantly. Filterable by project type, currently at work, and department. Mobile app capability. Breeze 360 Professional can be extended via mobile app for Android and iOS to allow employee access. And offers geofencing. Geolocation tracking options within the Breeze 360 mobile app help track time for employees with changing work sites as well as remote employees. It's time tracking solutions that adapt to your business needs. Develop communications that address all workers. When creating open enrollment collateral and communication pieces, make sure to use language that is clear and concise and set enrollment deadline expectations. As a best practice, ensure your open enrollment communication strategy meets the needs of your workforce. Today, most workforces consist of 5 unique generations, and many employers have employees who work remotely as well as employees who travel frequently. Provide multiple opportunities to attend meetings and include virtual or recorded meetings as well. Make sure your workforce is able to access the meeting recordings from your company's intranet if you have one. While employers can't always change benefits from year to year, they can improve how their employees understand their benefits, choices, and guide them through the process. Offer a less is more approach. Some employees may be willing to spend time researching their benefit options. Others might prefer to only know the basics before enrolling. So keep communication brief. Sending all the information employees need about open enrollment in one go can be overwhelming. Bite-sized messages that address individual questions or remind employees about deadlines can deliver information in a less intimidating way. Make it easy. Employee benefits and open enrollment may be your world, but that isn't the case for your employees. Many of them will need you to break things down into layman's terms. Start with the basics, then provide more detailed resources for specific questions. Don't give them the fire hose treatment when all they're asking for is a sip of water. Prepare simple summary snapshots, individual cost sheets, lists of in-network locations, and how-to sheets that can be distributed on an as-needed basis. It's also a great idea to have a central location, like an internal wiki, where employees can turn for these resources if you aren't readily available. Be clear about changes. Employees need to understand what benefits they currently have, what they are gaining or losing that year, and how those changes will affect them. Being upfront about the basics will help to prevent confusion down the road. Highlight major benefit changes. Avoid information overload. Your employees can only absorb so much information at once, especially when you consider this as in addition to their day-to-day projects and learnings. Start by highlighting the changes or additions to your benefit offerings since the previous year. Make sure to explain what was in place before, what employees gain with this change, what they lose with the change, and what actions need to be taken from this point. You'll be setting up your workforce for success and providing a thoughtful approach to benefits communication. Affirm the essentials. All marketplace plans cover essential health benefits, pre-existing conditions, and preventative care, It's true for all plan categories, all metal levels as they're called, and all plan types like HMO and PPO. Essential health benefits cover doctor visits, prescriptions, hospitalizations, pregnancy, and more. And these benefits are covered by all marketplace plans. Specific services covered in each broad benefit category may vary based on your state's requirements. All marketplace plans must cover treatment for pre-existing medical conditions. This means no insurance plan can reject you, charge you more, or refuse to pay for essential health benefits for any condition you had before your coverage started. Let the employees know. If you're pregnant, when you apply, an insurance plan can't reject you or charge you more because of your pregnancy. Preventative health. Marketplace plans cover a set of preventative services like shots and screenings, tests, which are free to you when delivered by a doctor in your plan's network. And now it's time for a message from our sponsors, Breeze 360, which offers a wide variety of solutions for HR management. One includes attendance management, because employee attendance software should be designed to address complex business needs, and Breeze 360 provides managers with automated, comprehensive processing of all employee and attendance events. Human resource and managers have a clear view of accruals, leave requests, PTO, and more. Benefits include complex accruals simplified. Breeze 360 supports in-depth rules for complex accruals, making HR management for leave easy for companies with diverse accrual policies. It also offers easy leave management. Employees can make leave and vacation requests from the Breeze 360 app or online, streamlining approvals. With online reporting over 50 different report types, Breeze 360 offers a strategic view of your company information and activity. Offering real-time data, Breeze 360's online nature proves to be useful in providing HR and managers with real-time data and insight into attendance trends, requests, and schedules. Automated leave approval. Managers can easily approve leave requests with the Breeze 360 automated leave approval process. Make it fun. Open enrollment doesn't have to be boring. Offering special lunches, giving out prizes, or simply using a more lighthearted tone can make the process a little more enjoyable. Because let's be honest, no one hears health insurance immediately thinks, party! It's expensive and complicated, and although we need it, we tend to get sick of talking about it. Did I just say that? Sick of talking about it? So it's up to HR to crank up the excitement surrounding open enrollment and sell the value of their employee benefits. You could provide lunch for the information sessions or give rewards when employees submit their selections by a certain date. Consider splurging on a couple totally awesome prizes that really excite your employees. Give those away through drawings and they can enter when they attend information sessions. Basically, bribe them to care. It may sound crass, but it'll make things easier on everyone when the employees have an incentive to engage in the process. 62% of employees felt their employers weren't good resources for their healthcare questions. So be a good resource. Centralized resources. Using a single platform organizes updates, timelines, and resources so employees don't have to waste time searching for open enrollment information. Go digital. Take advantage of technology. The amount of paperwork involved in open enrollment is staggering. When you consider that each employee must make an election for every category of their healthcare options, it can make any plan manager's head spin. Work with your benefits administration technology team to confirm the best time for an internal kickoff call and determine if you have the ability to implement open enrollment technology and a time for your employee selection window. Reaching employees via email or snail mail may not be the most effective, especially for non-desk and remote workers. Don't hesitate to use mobile communication platforms instead. Deliver reminders and resources in real time. Be on their team. Remember, this is an employee benefit. A primary purpose for their providing health insurance is to add meaningful value to their lives. But, unfortunately, it doesn't always feel that way, especially when costs keep climbing year after year. So listen to your employees to discover the things that matter most to them. Then try to prioritize those items when choosing which benefits your company will offer. Frequently, employees don't know all that goes into selecting employee benefits. They don't see the hours upon hours you've spent comparing plans and negotiating rates on their behalf. If you don't show them all the forethought that goes into making those decisions, no one will. And because they don't sign the check for the company's portion of their premium, they often don't know just how much that is. Employees will gripe a little less when they know you have their back and truly want what's best for them. So be transparent. Share employer cost information. Today, employees expect to have access to their healthcare information, and that includes how and why your company's healthcare decisions are being made. Schedule a slot at the beginning of your open enrollment meeting or recording during which the necessary stakeholders and leaders can provide background for how the healthcare decisions were made. When your workforce is empowered with a high-level understanding of the benefits being offered, they're able to make better, more informed choices. And they're also more likely to understand the impact of their individual healthcare choices on the greater whole. Get leadership on board. When company leadership participates in question and answer sessions or shares their open enrollment status, this shows employees that the company is invested in supporting them. And remind employees about life changes. Telling employees to consider changes like new additions to the family or dependents about to age out of coverage avoids any last-minute surprises during benefits planning. The Breeze 360 attendance tracking module offers dashboard views designed with visibility in mind. Breeze 360's dashboard views makes managing attendance efficient. It offers conflict checking. Forget about worrying over conflicts in your scheduling. Breeze 360 automatically checks for conflicts and sufficient accruals. With mobile app capability, Breeze 360 Professional can be extended via mobile app and Android and iOS to allow employee access. With custom attendance categories, Breeze 360 gives you the option to create your own attendance categories so you can fine-tune for attendance events unique to your business. High-performing attendance management is just a click away. Don't just communicate, educate. Focus on education. One survey found that only 9% of Americans understood the four most basic health insurance terms. Teaching employees about what their benefits mean can help them make more informed decisions. It's not enough to tell employees that they need to make their open enrollment selections. Employees need to understand what choices they're making. Only 9% of respondents could define all four basic health insurance concepts: plan premium, deductible, coinsurance, and out-of-pocket maximum. 9%. Teach your employees what these terms mean so they can make more informed decisions about the available plans. Plus, it'll help them be smarter healthcare consumers since they'll understand their own insurance plan so much better. Be prepared to answer questions. Chances are your open enrollment communication won't be self-explanatory. Listing a contact at the end of messaging and hosting frequent question and answer sessions shows employees that you're there to help. And hold question and answer sessions, because chances are one information session will not be enough. Depending on the size of your organization, it's a good idea to hold an initial company-wide meeting where you hit the high points and roll out any changes. And after that, schedule a handful of smaller, optional follow-up sessions where employees can ask questions and learn more about the benefits. Make sure your door is always open. Some employees may want one-on-one advice or an opportunity to ask questions they aren't comfortable bringing up in a group setting. Invite spouses and family members to your open enrollment. Make sure all attendees have the tools and resources they need to decide which plan makes the most sense for their situation. Many plan advisors also allow employees the opportunity to set up individual appointments with them. This can be a great option for employees who seek a little extra guidance and understanding. Use real-life examples. Creating walkthroughs of the enrollment process using real individuals with specific healthcare concerns can help employees relate better. One of the best ways to teach employees how to use their benefits is by sharing realistic examples. Create a sample employee with specific healthcare issues so they can better relate to the ways they can utilize their benefits. Walk through scenarios showing how to find providers and where to obtain the most appropriate care for different situations they may face. This will also help keep costs down. Demonstrating how unnecessary emergency room visits and out-of-network procedures impacts everyone's rates can go a long way to help control next year's premium increases. Develop scenarios. A recent study indicated that almost half of employees have trouble understanding the differences among different health insurance plan options. Examine your employee population to create several employee profiles based on the most prevalent groups. And with this knowledge, you can provide a benefits plan comparison, laying out the benefit offerings that make the most sense for each group. And based on utilization and cost efficiencies, this tailored approach to educating employees will go a long way in helping them select a plan best suited for their needs. And don't hesitate to use visuals, charts, graphs, GIFs, memes. These are all great ways to illustrate the open enrollment process, particularly for comparing different benefit options and plans. Bear in mind that today's meeting is sponsored by Breeze 360. Breeze 360 offers geofencing. What is geofencing? It's a technology that uses satellite positioning to establish an accurate location with latitude and longitude. When using Breeze 360 geofencing, a company can set boundaries for employees at a designated location. Available with the Breeze 360 Professional, our time and attendance software with GPS geofencing features makes it easy for remote employees and teams with multiple locations to punch in, collect, and track time, as well as know who is working at which locations. With multi-site management, geofencing with Breeze makes it easy to keep track of attendance and productivity at multiple work sites and offices. With auto-punch features, Breeze 360 mobile app, your employees can be punched in and out simply by entering or leaving the boundaries set by management. With flexible time tracking, Breeze 360's automated time tracking works for different types of employees and records time and attendance accordingly. Encourage active enrollment. While many employees choose to roll over their benefits from year to year, passive enrollment may cause them to end up with a plan that doesn't suit their needs. So require active enrollment. One of the best ways to ensure employee involvement is to require that employees make a benefits selection each year. With passive enrollment, an employee selection simply roll over from the previous year as long as they don't make any changes. But by requiring all employees to actively choose their benefit coverage, it will not only engage them better with the company, but reinforce the value of their benefits. Once you've done your job educating your employees, you get to step back and put the ball in their court. While you can offer helpful information, empower your employees to make an informed decision about which plan will end up being the best fit for their circumstance. Keep an eye on employees who don't engage. There will always be a segment of your workforce that doesn't open enrollment-related communication at all. Getting them to make the first step makes it more likely they'll continue to get involved. Offer tools for better decision making. Providing calculators and cost estimate tools that support a numbers-driven benefits approach make it easier for employees to compare plans. Cover the basics. Why coverage is needed, different programs, costs, employee actions and deadlines, questions and answers for any other questions your employees may have. Afterward, Implement a communication strategy to be sure there are no misunderstandings. A survey from Maestro Health states 35% of employees don't understand their health care coverage, and 62% don't feel their employers are good resources for their health care questions. Don't let this be you. Provide your employees with as many different channels for communication, including chat channels, text message updates, surveys, and fax pages, and your staff will be thankful for the hub of information you provide, and you'll be relieved to know you took action to avoid all open enrollment hiccups. Today's sponsor, Breeze 360, offers mobile and kiosk apps. So you get all the tracking and analysis capability of Breeze 360 from a central punch station with the Breeze 360 kiosk app for iOS. Punch in and out using radio frequency ID cards for contactless clocking in and out, as well as touchscreen punch using username and password. Contactless punching with Breeze 360 kiosk app supports the use of RFID, radio frequency identification, for punching in and out for the ease and safety of your workforce. Offering on-the-go ability, Breeze 360 for iOS and Android provides convenience for your office, making it easy to record time and request off. The Breeze 360 kiosk app is a flexible tool to automate time and attendance. It's accessible. Breeze 360 kiosk app is easy to use and a great option for employees who cannot utilize our web or phone-based options, have language barriers, or require different needs. With in-depth training and setup, we'll always set up Breeze according to your needs and give you and your staff an opportunity to learn the full scope of our software. Gear up for post and open enrollment. Be sure to include a guide for what to do after open enrollment in employee communications. Cover details like what to expect post-enrollment and share what employees can expect to receive from carriers and vendors. For example, if you offer an FSA or HSA and someone is enrolling for the first time, be sure they know to be on the lookout for communications and debit cards via mail. The same goes for member ID cards. Many carriers, such as dental carriers, do not send member ID cards, and many health insurances do not send cards if there is no plan change. Save time by setting clear expectations. Follow up with carriers and vendors. After open enrollment closes and data is transferred successfully, make sure to audit soon after to ensure there are no discrepancies between what you submitted and what was processed by the carriers. You can also take this time to check in on the delivery of ID cards and other items that your employees are expecting to receive to utilize their benefits. When all is said and done, having a strategy in place to tackle when open enrollment will be the difference between success and confusion for your employees. Make sure to build in the time necessary to accomplish each part, and you'll be able to provide a smooth experience for your organization. Conduct post-enrollment surveys. Even if you don't send out surveys during the enrollment period, asking employees to reflect on their experience will help HR teams improve it for the following year. Create a year-round plan. Organizing health-related initiatives like on-site screenings or fitness classes throughout the year makes employees better informed and healthier going into the open enrollment season. Define success. Increased numbers of employees who enroll early, message open rates, and resource downloads are all ways to measure the success of your communication plan. So why Breeze 360? Every company has a unique set of needs, and Breeze 360 is a complete time and attendance software designed to mold to the policies and procedures that you already have in place. Our software is powerful, friendly, and dependable. Give us a try and see for yourself. And that's all for today, everybody. I appreciate your time. Thanks from me and Software Techniques, the makers of Breeze 360. My information is listed at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions or if you might be interested in Breeze 360. Have a great day.